Let's talk about something Jesus said that hits hard. And honestly, it's a bit shocking. In Matthew chapter 7, verses 21 to 23, Jesus says, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Many will say to me on that day, 'Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, and in your name drive out demons, and in your name perform many miracles?' Then I will tell them plainly, 'I never knew you. Away from me, you evildoers.'" That's intense. Jesus is talking to people who call him Lord. These aren't atheists or people who reject God. These are folks who think they're doing the right thing. They're preaching, casting out demons, performing miracles, stuff that looks super holy. But Jesus still says, "I never knew you." So what does he mean by that? When he says knew, he's talking about more than just recognizing someone. The word in the original Greek, ginosko, means a deep, personal, intimate relationship, like the way you truly know a close friend or family member. He's not saying, "I forgot who you are." He's saying, "We never had a real relationship in the first place." It's like this. Imagine you're a huge fan of a celebrity. You know everything about them, their birthday, their favorite food, even their dog's name. But if you showed up at their house one day and knocked on the door, they wouldn't let you in. They'd say, "I don't know you," because knowing about someone isn't the same as actually knowing them. That's what Jesus is getting at. These people were doing impressive things in his name, but they weren't walking with him. They were busy doing stuff for God, but they weren't spending time with God. They looked the part on the outside, but their hearts weren't surrendered to him. The truth is, you can go to church every Sunday, volunteer, give to charity, even preach, and still miss heaven. Because it's not about what you do, it's about who you know, and more importantly, who knows you. Jesus isn't looking for performers. He's looking for followers, people who genuinely love him, obey him, and let him change their hearts. He's saying, "I don't want your religious checklist. I want you." So the big question is, do you know Jesus? Really know him? And does he know you? Because that's what matters in the end. Have you ever thought about this? In the Bible, there's no place that says Jesus actually touched money. Let me break it down for you real quick. So one time, in Matthew 22, verses 19 to 21, some religious leaders tried to trap Jesus with a question about taxes. He said, "Show me the coin." Notice that. He didn't pull a coin out of his own pocket. He didn't even touch it. He just pointed to it and said, "Give to Caesar what's Caesar's and to God what's God's." That's deep. He was showing that money isn't the focus. God is. Another time, in Matthew 17, verse 27, Peter needed to pay taxes. Jesus told him to go catch a fish, and in the fish's mouth, he'd find a coin to pay. Like Jesus could have just pulled out money, but he didn't. Why? I think it's because he wanted us to see something. He didn't rely on money. He relied on God. Jesus wasn't about chasing cash. His mission was about the kingdom of God, not material stuff. And maybe that's a reminder for us today. Don't let money control you. Trust God instead.